Hello, everybody. My name is Amul Patel, and you're watching the SmokingHotCoffee.com show. And I'm joined with,
Hey guys, I'm Jeff Pelton down here in San Diego.
yeah, and this is cup number 6. And you can get a hold of Jeff at Comster and me at Amul underscore Patel. All right, Jeff, so this is episode 6, cup 6.
Yep, moving right along here.
And we're cranking away. For folks that have been watching the other previous shows, there appears to be an error of, I think, in Cup 4 where your audio cuts out. And luckily, I've been saving the raw file, so I might have to re-render and upload that again. So sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to QA these things before they go up, but unfortunately, I just don't have time some days.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad you caught it before I did actually, but we'll get that fixed right away. And
Yeah, well,
this first couple weeks we're still working through production processes and practicing the workflow and environment. So
exactly. And so just just hang, just give us what's the term they use? Don't mind our dust. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah. So just don't mind our dust. It's definitely under heavy construction. All right. So let's get into it. I think I left off at Ginger's Goodies last time. So here we are. StyleSeat.com. All right. Oh wow, beautifully designed. And I'm digging the no slideshow. They're going right in for the search. Definitely looks like a marketplace. Find and book beauty and wellness professionals near you. All right, let's try it. Let's try a haircut. Los Angeles. I would have liked to have an auto complete thing show up, but they didn't have that. But let's see if there's anybody in LA. Wow, they actually have some people in LA.
so this is neat. This is probably an underserved population of small business, operators really. People who are renting out chairs or doing salon services and all over the place
Yeah.
who need to use social media and a quick web presence to list their services.
Yeah, and I'm kind of,
There's a whole
yeah. There's
that's
a
cool. This looks pretty good, right? I mean,
yeah.
there's a lot of detail here.
Yeah, this looks really great.
All the contact info that you want to see, the hours, their product listing.
Yeah, this is and it's all on one page. They've got the gallery kind of thing here. I guess I can click on her and get the modal
Well, you
pop
can see
out.
her other clients.
Yeah, this is really good. And so we've got some photos of some of her work. Yeah, so the pricing is down here. I can set up a request here, and she has her own site. This is pretty cool. I do like the color scheme. This is really beautifully designed. Whoever did this, they did a great job. Great use of white space, all of it. So Jeff,
It's pretty subtle.
what have these guys raised any money? Or I mean, I can't tell if let's see if the about. Let's see. Find stylist, book online, access perks. So they don't really. There's nothing about them. I'm not seeing much press. I don't know if they're
I
getting
think
any.
they might have been on the Angel Co.
So they do have 19,000 plus sign up. I do know that when MySpace was going, they really relied on like bands to grow their network, and I would assume stylists have their own sort of they're people, so they like people, I assume, and they probably have a lot of people they know. So again, I think going back to your whole that's that app that we were looking at yesterday. I think if these creative professionals have their own networks, if they can notify
Right.
them, these guys
For the chicken and egg problem you're talking
yeah,
about,
for
I
the
think.
chicken and egg problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so you get
exactly.
these people who are running their small business, out of a salon, and they're going to be promoting themselves. So
Yeah.
they're using this as a platform, I think, just to, uh, present themselves, portfolio
And so
and more.
here's the actual press. So they do have some good press write-ups. So I was wrong about that. Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like they're rolling already.
yeah, they're doing pretty good
Twenty
here.
thousand people is pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. I'm just wondering, it'd be great if they had some more info on them. I don't like these sort of hidden about where you don't even know who the hell's behind this, and
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that. But I understand maybe it's just one guy, and he may feel he may feel like, oh my god, who am I going to add to this thing? So I'm just going to quickly look at their angel list just to see if they've gotten any funding. Um, I don't know if this is. Whoops. You know what? I'm not seeing any Angel list on here. There's a person named Angel, a stylist. I'm seeing a lot of her, but maybe there's a lot of Angels. Oh, there's just a lot of people named Angel on the site, and so they're coming up. But here they actually do look like.
Oh yeah, they're there.
Here we go. So open table for beauty and wellness in San Francisco. Oh, wow, look at that. Ashton Kutcher again. 7. Oh wow. Yeah, they've got wow. Looks like 1.5 mil here. Yep, they've got Dave behind it. So yeah, these guys are doing good. They've got a good amount of burn. I don't know how long they've been around, but hopefully enough to keep them going. Yeah. So
Another really well laid out marketplace.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this looks like a really nice schedule, business analytics. So this is what they provide, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we didn't see much of the scheduling. I saw it looked like that was the call to action. The sort of buy now would probably lead you as a consumer into scheduling when you want to make the appointment.
And it apparently looks like they've got sort of like a grid view for the calendaring and analytics. So this is a really cool platform for stylists. It's a great vertical. I don't think anybody's ever done that. They might have, but I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I think it's probably a perfectly underserved market. Yeah. These people are very social, like you mentioned, and I think they're a natural fit for this sort of marketplace and platform just for them to kind of package their services.
This is really great. So I'm wondering, is this, in some ways, this is a little bit like that mechanic thing, except mechanics seem to have a lot more sort of how-to and educational thing about all the different services, which would have been nice to have seen Style Sheet cover that. But it does have a lot of the same sort of functionality. All these marketplaces are kind of, it almost feels like these entrepreneurs are going in and kind of finding a vertical and then just applying this, rubbing this sort of pattern on it, kind of their own sort of profile with their own rates and basically creating a page so they can sell their services and aggregating all of them. But the one thing I have to ask you, Jeff, is as a stylist, like let's say I'm James Thomas, do I want to tell all my friends about this site? Because now I'm opening up to them discovering other stylists that compete against me, right?
Interesting. Good point. Yeah, no, that's a really good point. I mean, my first impression was, yeah, of course I want to send people here. Because look, it's got all your contact info. It's a big, beautiful page with everything.
But look at this. He does have my website.
One of the request. Click one of those request links too.
Okay.
Okay. So there's links to her dedicated website. So
it just has this simple form. There's no rule.
Okay.
Can I schedule?
I was wondering if that would get into
scheduling.
Time.
But no, this guy has his own website. So now, why would I? As a stylist, the only advantage as a stylist is to simply.
She already has a great website.
Yeah, so I think it's a he, James.
Oh, he. Sorry.
Right. This guy already seems to have a decent website. He may be just on here simply because this might be a good way for him to get some new clients. I don't know if it's the other way around. In that regard, I do think Style Sheet's going to need to sort of either SEO some like wellness and makeup articles to try to drive traffic. And then push him.
Yeah, exactly. That would help. Yeah.
And then push him to the marketplace. I'm not sure how they're doing. I mean, of course they're getting write-ups here.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting. An online destination for beauty and wellness professional and clients. It's for them to showcase their work, connect with new and existing clients, and build their business. Yeah, building their business. I don't know. That's a little bit shaky in my opinion. Because as a stylist, I'd probably want to protect my
driving. Yeah. Well, so I actually love that opinion. I think that way about a lot of other products that marketplaces like. So this is the open table of salons or whatever.
Right.
They actually said that. I hate the comparisons, but imagine Open Table does the same thing. I've made the same argument that I think Open Table is not always the best thing for your small business to use as a tool for scheduling, because now Open Table is going to drive your clientele to other local restaurants that are listed there because the convenience factor, and they also, I believe, do some loyalty reward stuff that's going to get you, buy 10, get one free or whatever, that's going to get you to try other Open Table restaurants.
Right.
I don't see how that's really the best thing for these guys. The main draw, I think, the only feature that they're really offering is the scheduling.
Yeah.
Some of the website features that their own website doesn't offer.
Right.
Their own website's probably just like a WordPress
Right.
blog kind of thing.
Exactly.
This has a little bit more dynamic backend.
Yeah. So it's got scheduling, business analytics, iOS, Android apps.
But it's not really enough, I don't think, to push have yourself lose customers to a marketplace.
So check it out. So here's their premium offering for the marketer: manage your clients, bring them back in, and attract their friends. Then there's a scheduler, premium scheduling tools, and then deluxe, all marketing scheduling. So I agree with you, Jeff. I would think if I'm a stylist, maybe I'd want a profile on here. But if I'm Jamie, I'd rather have the scheduler and the app and the ways of bringing people back. I'd rather have that on my own site. Yeah.
Especially if you already have a good-looking website.
Yeah. So
it's far more valuable, I think, to drive your business to your own property, your .com.
I agree. So
rather than StyleSeat, because I love these startups, but who's to say they're going to be around in a year?
Oh, that's a good point too. So my next question.
Running your business off of it.
Right. Oh, that's a very good point.
If you're paying them money, they're probably going to be around. But, the idea is, I think you have more control over where your own website's going to be in 5-10 years than where StyleSeat's going to be.
I think you've
totally... So that's part of the relationship you have to, form with them.
Yeah, so I absolutely agree with you. I think you totally nailed it, man. If these guys are going to be around in a year or two, who knows? But, wow, these are very interesting dilemmas. If you ask me if I'm a stylist, I would hesitate.
Yeah, I'd love to hear from other stylists or people who, restaurant owners or people in these situations that have to decide, should I list and take advantage of this software as a service? Is it a good use of my time, or is there actually a return on it or not?
Yeah, as a consumer, though, this is cool. As a consumer, it's great.
Yeah, definitely.
From a consumer point of view, it's awesome. I can go in here and look at all their... Looks like they're doing offers.
So maybe, I guess, in our ideal criticism here, we are wishing almost that they had like a WordPress plugin or something to enhance, or a widget, right? Is what you always remind me of, like an embeddable... They need to enhance these people's existing website with the appointment and calendar.
That's a great idea. That's a really good point.
They could even have the whole one-page splash, the beautiful laid-out offering, but offer it to you in the comfort of your own website.
Gotcha. No, I completely agree.
To protect your clients from, it's just you hit the back button and boom, your client is looking at, every other stylist in LA.
Right, exactly.
I guess if you're okay with your competition and, you have, you're pretty strong in what you offer is different and everything, but...
check this out, bro. They've got browse photos, and so basically I'm looking at the hairstyles that some of these stylists... I may switch. You never know. I may be like, oh my God, I need that, And next thing you know, that stylist that help promote the site is actually helping lose the long-time customer. So, this is a big dilemma. But for consumers, it's awesome. It'd be very interesting to see what
it gives them more ideas. They hop over town and try a new stylist instead of sticking with the same one they have for years and years. Variety is good too. But it is a question for the small business owner.
It is. This is a very, very interesting dilemma. But either way, I wish these guys well, because I'm a consumer. I'm not a stylist, so this is great for me. All right, so let's move on. We covered that quite a bit. Here we are at thefancy.com. Wow, what a beautifully designed site. Oh, I love these colors. Okay, so I'm getting a stream here. One column, nothing on the left, nothing on the right in the center. Discover amazing stuff, collect things you love, buy it all in one place. Oh, all right, so it's a little bit like Pinterest, I guess, an image sharing thing for people that have good taste. Wow, that canopy thing's pretty cool. Let me click on that. Oh, and I gotta sign up. Ah, damn it. Isn't there can I skip this part? Can I check out whatever the next thing is? No, they're not gonna let me do that. All right, well, yeah. Let's see. I can fancy it. Oh, there's a hover here, and I can... Okay, so I gotta sign in order to fancy something. All right.
We might set up our login with the Smoking Hot Coffee Twitter account to demo a lot of these things.
Yeah, that's what I need to do
haphazardly without having to think about it. But this product, I think, was launched recently or got some press recently.
Look at Steve Jobs right here.
Probably another Steve Jobs Junior
Yeah, you never
supported
know.
product here.
It probably
but
is.
It's
man.
very clean. If you mouse over the logo, the popsicle stick is a pretty fun brand logo.
Wow, that's really cool.
It pops. You'll kind of notice that little popsicle stick now all over Facebook. That if people start posting stuff.
Yeah. So I'm clicking on browser. I'm clicking on some of these. So yeah, okay. So they got some category and books and stuff. So yeah, this is kind of a fun sort of shopping by image kind of thing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's a curated sort of platform. I could see this working. I'm just not sure. It's clear that there's money to be made. I'm just trying to figure out why would I use this? Like, if Pinterest is out there and it's kicking ass and they've got a massive community, what is there a vertical that these guys seem to just tackle and better than anybody? Or
that's what I'm wondering the same things. I'm glad you're asking it.
Yeah.
I think it is really well put together.
That was beautifully.
Competition's great.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they do differently. I did like the navigation, the browse by color. I guess being focused on
Oh wow.
the fashion and the high class kind of.
That's awesome.
Whatever.
That's cool. They have that. Okay, and you can actually follow it. There, I see that. That's kind of cool. So they got a little bit of a social network thing going on, and you can follow searches or queries. Possibly people. Let's click on one of their profiles. Let's see. All right, there she is. I can kind of see what she likes. All right, cool. So they have a curated
it's a box subscription. What? Did you see that? There's a physical. Says fancy. They actually ship you stuff.
Where do you see that?
In the photo, in the box, in the middle. It says
yeah,
fancy.
you're right. Fancy box subscription.
And
wow.
It's a box, so...
there might be a subscription
maybe there's
service.
Actually a subscription thing to go with this.
Yeah. This is pretty neat.
So everything here actually goes straight to products that you can actually buy.
Right.
I guess is what
I think so. I don't know if you can buy this Harley. This looks pretty old school, man, or whatever this is. But yeah, I'm still trying to sort this one out. I have to say it's beautifully curated. That's the big part of this is
yeah, you're big on that. Is when you launch it, you want it to be seeded with a lot of beautiful content that kind of describes who you are.
Oh, it's huge. Seeded with beautiful content, beautiful people, funny people, things are interesting. In my opinion, these startups have to view themselves as almost like entertainment or magazines. They need a daily, weekly, hourly, secondly updates. They need to have fun, interesting stuff. That's a big part of it. Or they got to connect with like 20, 50 of my close friends, and they've got to get them talking to each other through their mechanism, whatever that is. But that needs to happen fast. If it doesn't, then you guys it's going to be slow growing.
Yeah, so this looks pretty good. I mean, I'm not sure how the business will go, but it's clean, and so I'm sure they'll hang around long enough to pick up traction, hopefully.
Yeah, and it looks like they're making money or they're selling something, so that's good. All right, so here we are at Cvolution. Get heat maps to improve your website usability and conversion. See exactly what your visitors are clicking on, looking at. Oh, this is great. All right, I'm a big fan of heat maps and tracking. I'm a big fan of that stuff. All right, so this is they're talking to the site owner. This is their audience is what, web developers, web designers, site owners, agencies, that kind of thing, right?
Yep, I guess so.
Not the mom and pop type places. We're talking about a little bit medium-sized companies.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably want to have some amount of traffic. I don't know. I mean, the more information, the better. I think the analytics. It's always interesting to see how much information you can pull out of your website. See what people are doing on it.
I agree.
More than just even what It's hard to even see what people are clicking on. Nonetheless. Where the mouse is and what they're looking at.
Yeah, so they do have WordPress, Magento, and Drupal. They've got the big self-publishing platforms up. That's nice. Do they have an API? I'm assuming they have an API. They got an analytics API. But okay, all right. This looks interesting. So check it out here, Jeff. The light version is $29, up to 300 visitors. Does it mean, or does it seem kind of steep to you? Or to me? What do you think? $29.
Yeah, it does actually, now that you mention it.
For the little guy.
Oh, for daily. For 300 users daily.
Oh, is that daily? Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably fine.
Yeah, that's probably fine actually. I don't know. I would like to have seen this in the $12 to $10 range and to get people used to it.
Get started, yeah.
And then get somebody moving up onto some premium features. Although people probably won't sign up for that.
30-day history is pretty short. Yeah, that's interesting how they break down those features.
Yeah, yeah. And one domain. Yeah, I don't know, but they have gotten over 10,000 websites to check them out. And looks like they got some big clients here. Nestle, Palms. Yeah, huge, big enterprise. Good for them. This is awesome. I hope these guys continue to do well. Looks like they're right here now, Southern California, Manhattan Beach. Nice.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Nice. Area. Yeah. I mean, it's great to think about how you can use this information to improve your website, right? It's all about actionable. Like, how can you take this information and use it to make decisions that you wouldn't be able to otherwise.
I'm digging this one-page scroller. This is awesome. This is really good.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like how when it gets to the bottom, you've got your price, pricing.
This is great, and I like how they have a sub nav here. Look at that. They got the main nav, and then they got a sub nav on the one page. It's pretty cool.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's a great solution to that common kind of problem.
All right, so let's go ahead and preview. I love seeing things. Oh wow, I can actually do something. Dead by far. Oh, interesting. Whoa, this is cool, man. All right, let me try that again. Let me try preview. Oh, wait a second. I don't think they're not actually showing me my own. They're just showing some. Oh, I thought I was actually influencing the graphics. So at first I got all excited about that.
Showing you the report.
Yeah, they're showing me the report.
I'm sure you could get a full demo, but this is nice too to show how the scroll, explaining to clients the fold and all that we've discussed.
Yeah, no, this is fantastic. I love this kind of stuff.
It's neat to see these guys out of LA too.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I didn't see them pop up initially. I'm not sure how long they've been around, but we wish them success, and we might have to apply them to some of our websites and
absolutely
see the heat maps for ourselves.
So Cvolution, bring your price points down, guys. Give us a free version. Get them down to like $10. Yeah. And I would love to try it on some of the sites that I run. So, all right, cool. I don't see an AngelList thing here, so who knows what's going on in terms of their funding. But all right, cool. We wish you well, and let's move on here. We've got Wooza. Let's see. Go behind the scenes of the world's most amazing tech startup. Yeah. All right, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to skip this, but this is funny. Oh, wait, they got DHH here.
Yeah, you got to read the DHH plug, right?
Dude, if you're not signed up at Wooza, you're that's awesome. All right, Mr. Rails is giving a nice little testimonial there.
There's an option to skip this step.
Yeah.
I think this is a tongue-in-cheek kind of. Okay. I'm not sure what the whole deal is here. If it's just a video series,
productivity porn test. That's cool.
I don't know. I think I made you watch one of these videos.
You did.
Is just a link to their site.
You did. Actually, you sent me one of these videos. Yeah.
College humor of startups or something.
That's awesome. No, I think
sort of in our community's genre of stuff.
I think this is the one.
Might find some of these entertaining.
This is the one that I love the most. It's the design review. And the design. Everybody's got an opinion.
So what you working on?
Working on the new homepage.
Right though. I mean,
well, it's not really finished yet.
Ooh, I'll say. Really you gotta take that sign up button and make it like.
God, I wish there was a volume. There's no volume control, man. Shit, it's really loud. Yeah, I'm
hostile. Maybe move it down.
Through Skype, so I'm talking over you.
Yeah,
like 20 pixels.
There's way too much empty space.
That guy comes up, talks about empty space.
You gotta fill that up. People hate scrolling.
Ooh, that green's kind of pukey. You know what color I love? Raw umber. You should try that instead.
Yeah, and she's got an opinion on color.
I don't like it. It should be like Wolverine's website, you know?
And this guy wants it to be like somebody else's website.
I have a girlfriend, and I don't think this design would be giving her goosebumps.
And the girlfriend. I've heard this. I've actually had a client say, my wife or my girlfriend. I remember this. Yeah, this has happened to me. Yeah, a lot of this shit has happened to me.
It's just sad how predictable or repeatable or, people always fall into these traps, right? Like
it's hilarious. It's awesome.
Their expectations for what they want their design to be.
Yeah. No, this is really funny. This is very fun. It's funny because it's true. It's funny because it's true.
Exactly. It's in stereotypes and such.
It's so true. So, so what's the story behind it? I mean, are they making money on ads? Or how?
I don't know. Click on team at the top. I didn't really dive in to figure out exactly what they're doing, but it looks like they're same community as we are. People who love the startup.
Oh wow,
crunch.
it's a Patel. There's a Patel on here. Yes, I love seeing Patels. Patels.
Toplands at it.
Send me info if you're watching this, please. All my Patel brothers. All right, so I can't figure it out, Jeff. I don't know where they're making money. Business dev. Are they making money in ads? Are they looking for ad? Okay, here we go. Advertise. It's taking a little while. It's very cool, and they're serving their own video up. They're using some, they're not using YouTube, so I assume they're going to serve up ads.
I looked at the who's doing their video. I forget it's the other. I think I might have bookmarked
It's
them as well.
Mixergy uses the same company. I think it's Wista. Or I can't pronounce it.
Yes, Wistia.
Wistia, yeah. So it looks like they're the right audience. The eyes of tech world upon you. Yeah. So they're really just saying, hey, man, we've got a lot of startups. We've got a lot of techie guys like us. We would love this shit. So advertising was great. Oh, advertisers are even throwing some testimonials. Oh, wow. Look at this. So this is a very narrow niche ad network or ad content play, I guess. Huh.
Very cool.
I think it's very cool. I've watched a couple of their videos. They're hilarious. I don't know if it's enough to get the ad dollars. I hope it is. I don't know if they're going to keep doing these crazy videos and keep getting press, because you know how it is. You get some press and you get the spike, and then you're back to the nominal traffic. I don't know if the nominal traffic's going to be enough, but we love.
I think they'll get the subscribers and connect with the niche community for sure.
All right. Well, I do agree that this is very cool, and I hope the startup community will. Keep them support.
How many email? Scroll back to the top. How many email addresses do you think they've collected so far? Just generally the conversion, considering the whole first splash page was just give us your email.
Yeah.
Tiny little link got you to here.
Yeah.
And at the very top, they have give us your email, and right at the fold, give us your email.
I don't know. They've got plenty of. Yeah, lots of times for startups. Yeah, sign up. Give us the email. Yeah, no, they're very.
The gold metric of the internet right now. I think we, have been focused a lot on followers and Facebook, numbers, but nothing beats direct email.
Yeah, no, email lists are critical. You got to build a list. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. How many videos do you think? What do they got here? They got, is it 4 by, what do they got? 16 here? 16 videos? See all videos. And I'm assuming it probably takes them, about a day or two to, it looks like the shot on DSLRs. 4 by 5. Looks like 20 videos. I don't know. What do you think? Probably takes them a couple of days, maybe. Put it together, edit it. Maybe they do a couple of these a week. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a couple of months, 3-4 months putting this idea together. It's very clever, though. Let's see. I'm going to go on the team here and see if who the writers are, if they're all writers. They're like.
It could be a joke, man. You don't even know.
I don't know if these are.
So I think it's awesome. To me, it resonates of like college humor for startups or something.
Yeah, look at this,
I think
dude.
It'll be fun to.
Senior
we'll find out.
VP of Engineering. He doesn't write code. I love this. This is hilarious, man. So this is probably a lot of bullshit, but it's pretty funny regardless.
It's all tongue in cheek.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, well, I wish these guys well. The design is awesome. Love the design. Very, very nice. Beautifully designed. And also, you mentioned the full width video. I think it's cool. The full width video is pretty cool. I'm digging it. I'm on a pretty strong.
I don't know if that comes with Wistia or not, but it was also doing a full height thing that I didn't play with it to see how they were measuring it, but it seemed really specifically measured out. As if you just barely scrolled.
That's Matt.
Maybe there's a bit of.
You know how he gets when he reads biographies?
Yeah,
he's reading.
They actually cut off some of the bottom of the video.
Yeah, I noticed that too. But
Steve Jobs one now, so he's eating nothing but fruit and thinks he doesn't have to shower anymore.
That's
hey,
awesome.
Matt, here's your freshly smoothed smoothie. Finally. No problem. You're welcome. Oh, God, you call this a smoothie? Yeah. This is a piece of crap. Everything you've ever done in your life is crap. All right? You know what you are? You're a bozo explosion.
That's awesome.
Hey, Matt, your daughter's on the phone.
That's awesome. So I guess they're going to try to be a dick like Steve Jobs was. That's cool, man. All right, fun site. Please check it out, Wooza.com. All right, so let's move on. So here we are. Oh, and there they are, Whistler. Or Wistia. Here we were just talking about them. All right, so clear value proposition. They're doing all the CDN. They're doing the player. They're doing the video.
Don't know if these guys are much of a startup. They're probably pretty well founded. I'm sure they are making money.
Listen, man, they've got to compete with fucking YouTube, man. And YouTube, I'm assuming
and Vimeo.
And these guys got some deep pockets. If they want to do video service, I assume they have a.
Yeah, but click on the pricing page. I think they've got customers. I mean, so look, up to 5 videos free forever. Wow, like a whole 5 videos. But
wow,
these people that are using Wistia are paying for it for a reason, because they don't want to use YouTube for one reason or another.
Right.
Mainly because commercials. And,
right. Yes.
I think there's a clear marketplace for beautiful, clean video like this. I think they're competing more with Vimeo than with YouTube.
Okay. So, how do you...
Or even other bigger enterprise players that I've worked with in the past.
So here we are using YouTube's platform to do our own video. What's your feeling? I mean, this goes right into this. Let's talk about this. What's your feeling about the pre-roll if people start watching our show and we actually get more than one person watching? What's your feeling about that? How do you feel? And do you feel like maybe there should be a skip button on every one? What's your sense? What's your...
For advertisements?
Yeah, for ads on our show.
On our show?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we really will have a choice about it, right? YouTube just kind of picks to advertise on certain videos.
Right.
But for us at the time being, it definitely is worth our while because it's so easy to upload to YouTube. Clearly, we have more than 5 videos. I haven't looked at the pricing here, but I don't think we want to start paying for this at the moment. Until we start really getting concerned with our advertising space, which isn't real, short term. I think YouTube, just makes it super easy because the video is available on mobile, and they do all the heavy lifting that we want and make it super available. It's Google, so it's indexed, and YouTube is becoming a first class, part of the internet.
Yep.
Being able to search YouTube videos and find, YouTube shows up in the top of Google search results.
Yep.
Enough said. Almost
exactly.
So it has super ranking power.
Yeah, and I noticed, that on pricing here, they even mention as one of the features SEO, huge SEO benefits. I don't know how they're going to be able to beat SEO in terms of YouTube. YouTube owns or Google owns.
Yeah,
YouTube,
I suppose you could probably. I haven't looked into it recently. I'm sure there's a way to make sure that Google indexes your videos akin to YouTube videos, with the big thumbnails, and you could probably get. I think other videos will show up like that in the Google search results, right? Like Vimeo videos and other sources,
right?
But obviously, it just seems like YouTube is the quickest way to get there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you do something like the Wistia, I'm sure that you are gonna have a plan for SEO. I mean, I'm sure you could go back to Wooza. Or the previous one, and see how they were doing their SEO.
So let's take a look. Let's take a look of why is this different? So looks like tell your viewers what to do at a call to action, clickable call to action. Upload custom thumbnails, which we can't do on YouTube. Change the control, the player color. I think you can do that with YouTube. There's interactive transcripts. I'm not sure about that. And then adding the social sharing, download, all that stuff. Obviously, we can't. The videos can't be downloaded unless you don't, so you have a plugin or something. And some of these other things they do offer. So there's some advantages. Let's see, video analytics, heat maps. That's kind of cool. Identity tagging. Not sure what that means. Better SEO. Video views on your site boost your site's SEO ranking. This is interesting. While views on YouTube only boost their ad revenue. So they're suggesting that if we embedded a video that we built using their system, it would boost our ranking. Okay, I think maybe that's true. I'm not sure about that. SEO ranking. So I don't know if Google tracks video views.
Yeah, I don't understand what that means. Maybe the video player is sending messages to Google that I don't know.
Maybe that's
like you're
considered a
saying.
page view or something. I'm not sure about
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Some sort of.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. This is YouTube hosted videos send clicks to YouTube. Okay, fair enough. That's true. While Wistia videos keep traffic on your own domain. All right, that's fair.
Yeah, no, this is a beautiful solution for having when you need high quality video that is not from YouTube.
Well, quality, you can get high quality videos on YouTube now, with a 1080p and all that. So
Yeah, but I mean, that is not on YouTube. I mean, for that's indexed on your site, hosted on your site.
Yeah.
If you need your own solution, this is it. I mean, this kind of goes back to our previous conversation about the marketplaces. Do you take your own business and product and put it on an open marketplace like YouTube?
Yeah.
Where YouTube's going to monetize it.
Yeah.
People are going to be watching our videos and see the similar videos. I mean, that's a huge thing, right?
yeah, yeah.
So the similar videos are going to draw people away from our show to other random silliness on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's the same conversation about protecting our content. Of course, we would love everyone to go consume our show from smokinghotcoffee.com.
Right.
We probably should ultimately have our videos primarily hosted there.
Yeah.
In the time being, it's just so easy to use YouTube. Because it's restriction free practically. I mean, besides the advertisement, within its formation.
Yeah, no, I think your the argument of like, now that we've got the eyeballs to something that we want them to do we want to lose them? And that is a big, big question. If I'm a stylist, I finally got them to my website. Do I want them looking? I finally got them to the internet. Forget about my website. Some internet medium. Do I want them? Do I want to be competing? And in our case, do we want them to be distracted by the related videos? While they're watching our show, if somehow they got on our list and we blasted everybody. So yes, absolutely. These are very important considerations. Yeah.
It's always important to. So we're just kind of airing this out, talking about it haphazardly, but ultimately, what we're trying to accomplish here with the show, I think, right now, is just talking about these tools to better inform ourselves about what weapons we have here in battle, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
You gotta know what's available so that when we do have to make that decision, okay, we do have enough eyeballs that we want to get off YouTube or do something. We got to know what's available.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. So it's good. It's good that we're having these healthy discussions. All right, next up, people per hour. I remember these guys. I actually put up a job on here looking for somebody. So there's plenty of sites out there, these micro task worker type marketplaces. And from what I remember, these guys went through a redesign just recently. I know they're based out of Europe or England.
This is the UK's best. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah. So we've got find a hire, post your job in any seconds. We've got a little slideshow square here, which is okay. I'm not really compelled here to look at this. I'm kind of more interested in going down here, actually.
Can you explain this to someone like me who is maybe a developer, needs some graphic work on a website? I can do some design and layout, but I definitely need people per hour. I could spend a few dollars, and it would definitely be worth my while to improve the design aesthetic.
Yeah.
Quality of graphics, whatnot. I mean, you can explain a little bit better. You know what I'm getting at.
Yeah. So, there's a lot of professionals out here or out in the world that are good at one thing, but and kind of okay with the other thing, but not really that awesome. They're just okay, and they can just kind of skate by. And there are people that are just really horrible. So one example, and one I'm intimately familiar with, is just the separation between design and development. There's some developers that are actually really good designers. They've got very good taste.
I guess a quick question. I was thinking most of this was design on this website. What are the people per hour doing in this?
So as you can see over here, on the tags, we've got everything from poster design, illustration, WordPress, PHP.
So it is mostly design and development.
Yeah, so it's basically anything that can be done digitally, and can be delivered digitally. I think they probably handle very similar kind of Odesk what they do. So and so I'm assuming because they're doing it per hour, this is one of the big hang-ups that I think Fiverr and some of the other ones have conquered, and that is there's this sort of resistance to losing money, to trying something out. I'm like, fuck, I spent a couple $100 on this guy, and it was a complete waste of time and waste of money, more importantly. And so if you can just if you're willing to cough up to 10 pounds or $5 or $5, it's such a low barrier to entry and to test. That's huge. I think that's really huge for this whole micro task workplace to take off. So, and that's how they're positioning this. They're positioning this as a per hour, small per hour jobs. Here's like 10, 60. I don't know if actually 1 hour type jobs, but
so could you see yourself or myself using this to get a little bit of graphics work done on the side
absolutely
to just improve your client's website or maybe you're doing something on Facebook and you want a poster or promotion and improve the quality of some marketing material.
No, I definitely think that a lot of the digital services are all going to basically be migrating to these kind of things. I'm a big believer in this model. I think it works. I think it's great. The big problem with this model, the biggest issue with all of these sites is that they tend to push prices down really far. And they tend to bring on people from third world countries, and they end up getting a lot of the lower end work, and it pushes even medium to high end work down further, because the perceived sort of cost or obviously if you're in America you can't work for $2 an hour.
Yeah. So tell us what's different about this website, or what do you look for that's different in a marketplace?
Well, for me, and I've actually hired quite a bit through sites like this. The big thing that I look for is portfolio, and then I look for feedback. That's the first. Those are the first things. So the number one thing is the work. Let me see an example of their work. Second is let me see if they've gotten some feedback. Of course, price is a huge consideration, but if I have a range, then once I'm in that range, I look at the work and then look at the feedback. So. There are times when I've hired a person, their work is really great, but they don't have a lot of feedback. And because their work was really good, it was worth me taking a chance on them, So yeah, that's how I look at it. And looks like that's what they've got going on here. They've got a little same thing, your sort of left side sort of photo gallery thing, the title of the whatever it is being sold, and then the right side, the provider and price and stuff like that. So it looks very similar to that boat marketplace and the task and tour marketplace that we were looking at yesterday, and
the ones we looked at yesterday.
Even actually, style was a little bit different, had a different layout, but yes, this is a common sort of design pattern I've seen. So so what do you think, Jeff? Would you consider offloading some of the things that you're not really good at or don't really have time to do? Would you consider programming? Would you hire somebody per hour to do any sort of JavaScript or PHP or whatever?
I'm not sure about that, but probably not programming, because there's so much connected to it, so many pieces involved. But probably for things that I could break down into smaller pieces that don't need to be connected.
Okay.
And like little graphics jobs and things like that.
Okay.
I'm starting to try to rack my brain to think more and more how I can use these services and these sorts of things. There's an ongoing conversation we've had about trying to supplement our, where our talents, aren't the best, with others that are really great at it. We may as well be. It's a win-win for everybody if you can make the right connection. And
yeah, it's huge. People that aren't using virtual assistants for help, in my opinion, are missing out on one of the best things that we have access to in our age. It's incredible. I cannot recommend this highly enough. And I was one of those people. I was one of the people just like you, kind of resisting it, like, I don't want to waste my money on this, and what if they, run off, they don't do a good job and all that. But once I have lost a fair amount of money on this stuff, but the experience and the productivity has been phenomenal. I think this is one of the secrets to the 4-hour work week is virtual assistants.
Right.
Yeah, that stuff works.
Yeah, we'll definitely continue to keep on this theme and figure out how to make the best use of VAs. And I know you've got a lot of tips and tricks from your experience that I definitely want to continue to interview you about to pull out some of those stories and things that you've learned obviously through a lot of experience.
Yeah, so let's go really quickly behind this. I do like their landing page. I'm digging this little infographic.
Oh, wow, okay. It goes
It's
down.
pretty cool. Yeah, and they've got a little indicator thing here, a paginator for the page, I guess you can call it that. It's pretty cool. I think these guys have been around for a while. This is a great business. I'm sure they're going to do well. I don't know if they'll be. I don't know if
everything's in pounds.
Yeah, everything's in
with
pounds.
that?
Yeah, that's not cool. I don't know why they should sniff this out, but I guess they're just not good in America. They're not big in America. But it looks like they've.
But you said you've used it. It works fine over here, right?
Yeah. I actually posted on here. I remember posting on here and several others for some help that I needed. And I don't know why it's in pounds. That's really bizarre.
Also, real quick, how good are these sorts of marketplaces now for offering your services? Is it to the point now where is it too competitive with overseas, or are we getting to a point? With Fiverr, the other thing I've been thinking about is how can I, sell something for $5, but when I'm bored,
right,
sitting on the couch. Some people are like, oh, I'll doodle some, they're just sketching during class,
right.
Stuff like that. I'm trying to continually think about ways to take advantage of,
do you remember
my spare time and my skills and talents.
I have to say, I haven't looked in this area called collections, but they've gotten sort of, this is not obviously $5. But here's one for 711. There's one for 150. So yeah, maybe something like that. Remember, I think we were looking at that infographic marketplace. So in a sense, this is a bit of a marketplace for infographics. We can see the price front and center. This guy for 711 is definitely, it's a beautifully designed illustration. So he probably definitely is worth it. But yeah, it kind of gives me hope that maybe there could be a marketplace for really amazing designers that charge, what they would normally charge clients that they work with.
So the idea of turning a CV into an infographic is pretty great, especially during a rough economy or time.
Yeah.
For people job hunting and whatnot, that could make a huge difference.
Yeah.
In your job hunt, if you stand out head and toe over people with a visual representation of your experience, your resume.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's
well worth the money.
And there's tons of areas where infographics can help, not just in resumes, but in the social media, the link bait, and all that. I'm actually pretty interested in possibly at some later date exploring a marketplace that is sort of exclusive and they're in the $multi-thousand, and instead of this $30 or $200. You know what I mean? Some really nice packages, but really amazing work, designed for that upper crust market, instead of doing the low end, mid, we just focus on the high end. So, I guess that'll be a conversation at a later date. But anyways,
this is great.
I think we should.
Cool.
Oh, here, that's it. I think that's it for today because I did DuckDuckGo.
All
right, cool. Let's go through one more collection. I'm kind of interested in checking out the business starter kits. Let's see this. So this is everything you need around your website. Get your business off the ground, generating or creating buzz. Let's see this.
Oh wow, okay. This is a great idea.
Yeah.
Fiverr definitely had a lot of this kind of going on. People trying to tie bits and pieces of things together. Will quickly make you a 30-second commercial. Things like those.
Yeah, but for $5, I have a hard time believing I'm going to get something decent.
Exactly. It's very much prepackaged. But the idea of kind of giving you all the pieces you need, rather than making you go hunt and pick for all of them, just kind of packaging it, put a bow on top.
I have to say, look at this one, $271. I can send your email campaign 10,000 emails. I wonder, why would anybody pay $271 for that? Who knows who these people are on this list? Here's one, $261. I can create an explainer video for your product service. You know what? That's not expensive. That's definitely it's not cheap either. If I don't have a lot of money, it's $300. All right, you never know. Who knows? So we'd have to look at their work.
This is neat.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the whole $5 because I have a hard time imagining anything to be, especially video editing and creative work. But what do I know? But anyways, I can create an explainer video for your product and service like this one. So it looks like this is a motion graphics guy. Wow, he's from Birmingham. That's where I was born. And he's got some little little motion graphics going on here. You could probably easily do this quickly in After Effects or Flash. Interesting. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how these guys do. Hopefully they'll do well. Okay, Jeff. Really quickly though, now that I'm actually on this page, could we theoretically create an explainer video portal and just aggregate all these explainer video guys?
That is not a bad idea, because what you're getting into here is like you really want to, how is this guy making the video? And we talk about the form, on Fiverr, the formulaic thing, some of them have a template they just pull out and whatever. Having a portal, like you're saying, a community, you're saying kind of just vertical this, right?
Yeah, vertical this.
Just for
vertical
just
any
for
of this stuff. Look at this.
Yeah, because what you want is side by side comparisons to see, to pick from, right? This has too much other stuff outside the vertical to find.
I mean, check
just
this
the
out.
portfolios of people making videos, I think.
Yeah, but check this out. I'll create a compelling business plan, including 3 years, blah, 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 in 8 hours. I'm going to write you a business plan. We could even create a vertical aggregated business plan writers. We can even have a bunch of templates, and then people can put their own text in and output a business plan PDF.
Just don't bother writing it.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's very interesting to see how you can take this idea and even create a community around it, and I don't know. But all right, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be looking for like APIs and things for them to plug this community platform, power other apps, right?
Right.
So let people take a vertical and create a community around it, and use an API or something to use this as the platform. That would be the way to go for these guys.
Yeah, wow. You know what? That's an interesting point.
These marketplace platforms.
That's very cool. Yeah. Well, check it out. They also have this thing called collections. So there's different ways of organizing. They've collected.
Yeah, that is great, actually.
So I could just target web designers in London if I wanted to. Oh, that's really neat. Okay, well, I don't want to drag on this this guy. So that I think that concludes number 6. I hope you stay with us for tomorrow's episode. Jeff, any final words, comments?
Nope, it's been great.
All right, thanks for watching, guys, and of course, we look forward to your feedback. Please give us a comment or hit us up on Twitter. All right, thanks again for watching. Bye.
All right, see you next time.
Yep.